When you think about success, most people imagine the finished product, the athlete lifting the trophy, the entrepreneur standing on a stage after building a multi-million-dollar company, the artist with their name in lights. What we rarely see is the hidden process, the months or years of unseen struggle, the nights when no one was watching, and yet the person kept moving forward anyway. And this is the paradox of success. People want the outcome, but very few are willing to endure the process. Hard work is that process, and it is the force that transforms potential into reality. Without it, dreams remain fantasies. With it, even the most impossible goals begin to take form. The first truth we need to understand is that hard work builds resilience and creates opportunity. Think about it for a moment. Life is inherently difficult. There are obstacles in every direction, moments where you'll feel like the universe itself is against you. But it's in those moments of resistance that resilience is born. A muscle only grows when it is stressed. Steel only hardens when it is placed in fire. The same is true for human beings. If you hide from difficulty, if you look for shortcuts, if you try to find a path where you are never tested, you never grow the resilience required to handle the weight of real success. Now, resilience isn't just about surviving hardships. It's about being prepared for opportunities when they arrive. Because opportunities always come, but they don't come dressed in gold. They usually show up disguised as challenges, as problems that others are unwilling to solve. The person who has worked hard, who has developed discipline and consistency, is prepared to meet those moments. They are strong enough, mentally and physically, to step into the arena when the door opens. That is why hard work is not just about effort. It is about preparation. It positions you to seize opportunities that pass by the unprepared. We live in a world that glorifies talent. People say, "Oh, she's naturally gifted," or "he's a genius," as if that explains success. But talent without hard work is wasted. In fact, it often becomes a curse, because talent can make things easy in the beginning, and when life stops being easy, as it inevitably does, those who have relied only on their natural ability crumble under the weight of difficulty. The person who has struggled, who has been forced to work, who has experienced failure and gotten back up, that person possesses something much stronger than talent. They possess resilience, character, and endurance. Think of the student who struggles in math. Every equation feels like climbing a mountain. Compare that to the student who breezes through without much effort. At first, the gifted student seems ahead. But as time passes, the struggling student who keeps working develops strategies, patience, and the ability to persevere. When faced with a problem no one has seen before, who do you think will handle it better? The one who has never faced resistance, or the one who has trained themselves through repeated struggle to keep going until they figure it out. This is why resilience becomes the most valuable trait you can carry into your pursuit of success. And here is something even deeper. Hard work doesn't just prepare you externally, it reshapes you internally. Every time you resist the temptation to quit, every time you keep moving forward when everything in you screams to stop, you are reprogramming your mind. You are building a habit of perseverance. Over time, that habit becomes part of who you are, and it becomes automatic. You don't have to debate whether to give up or keep going. The decision has already been made because you've trained yourself to persist. This is how resilience becomes ingrained in your identity. But resilience alone isn't enough. Hard work also creates opportunities. You see, opportunities are not evenly distributed. They gravitate toward those who show persistence, effort, and excellence. Think about the employee who stays late not to impress anyone, but because they're committed to their craft. Who do you think will be noticed when a leadership role opens? Or the musician who practices hours each day, even when no one is listening? When the chance comes to perform, who will be ready? The world rewards those who prepare long before anyone is watching. And preparation is just another word for hard work sustained over time. This brings us to a powerful realization. Hard work is a force multiplier. It magnifies your natural gifts. You may not be the most talented, but if you are willing to put in more work than the person who is, you level the playing field. In many cases, you surpass them, because talent can only take you so far, but hard work compounds. It grows and accumulates. Each day you show up, you stack another brick, and eventually, the wall you build dwarfs the efforts of those who relied only on raw ability. Now, let's move into something even more profound. The rewards of hard work go far beyond material success. When people think of success, they often reduce it to external symbols: money, recognition, status. But these are temporary, fragile, easily lost. What truly lasts is the internal transformation that comes from hard work. The discipline, the focus, the ability to delay gratification, the resilience in the face of failure. These are qualities that cannot be taken from you. They are part of who you become, and in the end they are more valuable than any external prize. Why is this important? Because life is uncertain. Circumstances can change. You might lose money, you might lose status, you might face rejection or betrayal. If your sense of success is tied only to what you have, you will be crushed when those things are stripped away. But if success for you is rooted in who you have become through hard work, then no one can take that away. You may be knocked down, but you will rise again because the strength is within you. Think about what hard work teaches: self-discipline, the ability to control your impulses, to choose long-term growth over short-term pleasure. This is the foundation of every form of success. The student who studies instead of partying, the athlete who trains while others sleep, the entrepreneur who reinvests earnings instead of spending recklessly. These are acts of discipline, and discipline is built only through repeated hard work. It is uncomfortable, yes. It demands sacrifice, but that sacrifice is the very thing that strengthens you. And eventually, it becomes a source of pride, because you know you've earned what you have. Another reward of hard work is personal growth. Success is not just about what you achieve. It is about who you become in pursuit of it. Every time you stretch yourself beyond what you thought possible, you expand your limits. You discover capacities you didn't know you had, and this discovery changes how you see yourself. You begin to realize that you are not a fixed being, limited by your current circumstances. You are a work in progress, capable of growth, capable of transformation. This realization is liberating because it means your potential is far greater than you imagined. And finally, there is a reward that reaches beyond yourself. Hard work has the power to inspire others. When people see you persevere, when they witness your commitment, it ignites something in them. They realize, if he can do it, maybe I can too. Your hard work becomes a light that guides others, a reminder that success is not reserved for the chosen few, but is accessible to anyone willing to put in the effort. In this way, your personal discipline creates a ripple effect that touches lives you may never even meet. So let's return to the beginning. Hard work builds resilience and creates opportunity, but it also transforms you in ways that money and recognition never could. It shapes your character, it deepens your discipline, and it positions you to inspire others. And this is why hard work is not simply a means to an end, it is the end itself. It is the path and the reward, and the truth is, most people will never understand this. They will chase shortcuts, they will envy the successful, they will wait for luck to arrive. But those who grasp this truth, those who embrace the power of hard work, will find that success is not a distant dream. It is a living reality, unfolding with every disciplined step they take.